Alright guys, welcome to this lesson on Interactive Brokers Web Trader Guide. Okay, so this lesson is really for all of you here, right, who are interested to use the Interactive Brokers platform for execution. So I personally, when I trade, I use mainly Thinkorswim, TOS. Okay, so TOS I use it mainly for charting purposes because the chart is nicer, okay, aesthetically nicer to maneuver and things like that. But in terms of execution, entering the trades buy or sell, right, I enter them mainly in Interactive Brokers Web Trader. This is my preference. Okay, if you are swing trading stocks, right, you can stick to using just TOS. Okay, it's just because I've been using executing in IB for a long time, and because Interactive Brokers gives me access to other instruments like options, futures, spot forex. It's everything in one roof. But for Thinkorswim, you can only trade stocks, futures, and options. Okay, so if you want to trade spot forex, you can't use Thinkorswim. However, you can look at the live forex chart in Thinkorswim and also still execute it in Interactive Brokers, which is what I do. Okay, I mainly use Thinkorswim charts, but my execution is mainly in Interactive Brokers Web Trader. I want to emphasize this again, guys. I only know how to use the Interactive Brokers Web Trader. Interactive Brokers also has this thing called the TradeStation. Okay, the TradeStation platform. Okay, so I personally don't use it. Okay, because I don't know how to use, and I tried using it and I find that it's very complicated. Okay, and I don't need to use the functionality there. So if you have any questions relating to TradeStation, right, please direct them to the IB support. Okay, I use the very simple one, the Web Trader, and I'll also be attaching a guide on how you can enter your orders using the IB app. Okay, the Interactive Brokers, there's a app, right? Some of you may be wondering how you have the Interactive Brokers app. How do you enter orders, put in the OCO orders, right, using the app? So I have a tutorial guide. It's not going to be a video because I can't show it over here. But the tutorial guide is actually I really screenshot and step by step has to guide you already. Okay, so over here, I'm just going to go through how do you use the Web Trader and some of the important things you need to know, right, when you are using the Interactive Brokers platform. Okay, so take note about this, right? Okay, the difference like I mentioned earlier on is the different types of products available for trading, right? Thinkorswim allows for stocks, futures, options. IB allows for stocks, stock CFD, forex, futures, and options. So do you use stocks CFD? Okay, some common questions. Okay, if you are looking to enter more than 3 trades, if you're looking to enter more than 3 trades in 5 days, 3 trades or 3 round trips, I call it 3 round trips. 3 round trips means if you buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell today, in the next 4 days you cannot open any more stocks trade. This is what we call the PDT rule, pattern day trader rule. Okay, in the US there's this thing called the pattern day trader rule to restrict for stocks trading. So if your account is less than $25,000, you will be under this thing called the PDT rule, pattern day trader rule. You cannot open more than 3 trades, 3 round trades in 5 days. Understand? You wait until but usually if you are doing swing trading, it's not so much of an issue actually. Okay, but I would suggest that, right, if you're looking to open more than 3 trades in 5 days, 3 round trades, buy sell in 5 days, then you can choose to do the stock CFD version. That means, for example, if you enter Boeing, right, but you know that your account is less than $25,000, you don't want to be restricted by the pattern day trader rule in case you want to do more trades later on. So what you can do is you can enter the trades in stock CFD instead. The pricing is the same, the commission is about the same. The only difference is the margin could be higher a bit for when you're using stock CFD. Understand? So the reason why traders will use the stock CFD is because they want to circumvent the pattern day trader rule, because the stock CFD is not under the stock pattern day trader rule. So you can trade as many round trips as you want, even if your account is less than $25,000. Okay, the margin interest given for stock CFD is generally a bit higher. Okay, so if your account is more than 25,000, like I personally just do stocks. Okay, I don't really touch the stock CFD. Okay, and also when you're most of the time when you're doing swing trading, you don't really buy sell so fast in 5 days, right? Because the feedback period for when we're doing swing trading, as we all understand from the lessons, is let's say you're doing the 1 year 2 days chart, right? It's the feedback period is about 1.5 weeks. Okay, so you don't expect to buy sell so fast in 5 days lah. Okay, in a very rare occasion when maybe you enter straight away, hit your stop loss or your target, right? Then you have to you will be restricted if this happen for many of your positions at any one time. Understand? Okay, so nothing wrong if you want to do stock CFD or stocks. The pricing is the same, commission is about the same. So it's just an option for those people who wants to circumvent the PDT rule. Then you do the stock CFD. Take note, in Thinkorswim, you cannot trade stock CFD only for stocks. Okay, so that's the thing, right? Not all platforms are good, not all platforms are bad. There's always pros and cons to everything. Okay, there's everything got pros and cons one. Just like you buy property, everything got pros and cons, right? The property that you think is the bad one may be good to someone else. The things that you think is good for someone else may be bad for someone else, right? So it really depends on which product you are trading, how much account you have, what's your style of trading, and whether you just like the platform or not. Like personally, I know some people use the TradeStation to trade for IB. I don't like it. I find that there's too many, it's too clunky, so I don't like it. Okay, so if you ask me any questions about TradeStation, I don't know one. I will have to direct you to the IB support. Okay, so over here, guys, you can see that, right? Okay, so even though Thinkorswim charged a zero commission for stocks recently, right? It does not mean that it's actually cheaper, but because if you were to use margin, right? If you were to use margin, right? They actually charge a quite high margin interest rate. Okay, so let's say your account is 10K and you buy a stock worth 20K, which means to say that you actually borrow 10K from the brokers. This is what we call the margin that you actually pay, that you actually borrow from the broker. So from what I understand is that in Interactive Brokers, right? Okay, when you borrow from the broker, the interest rate is, I think it's around 3%, right? Less than 3%. But for Thinkorswim, it's more than 10% margin interest. So it's like, even though they give Thinkorswim give you zero commissions or very low commissions for stocks, right? But they probably do the calculation that a lot of people would actually use margin, and they will pay margin interest. So they'll make from the margin interest instead. Okay, so like I said earlier on, right, there's always pros and cons, right? So generally, personally, I still do mainly in my execution in Interactive Brokers. That's my preference. But my Thinkorswim account is funded, and my Thinkorswim account is mainly for me when I trade options. So I got do some options trading as well. That's the account that I mainly use for options and to look at the stock charts. Okay. So TOS does not charge market data fee, but IB charges. So these are some things I think you take note. And later on, I'm going to share with you guys how do you enable the market data. Understand? I'll go through go into the client portal and to show you. Okay, and you also need to enable certain trading permission in IB. Okay, TOS you don't really need to enable them; they will automatically be enabled. And TOS you can only trade US market. For IB Interactive Brokers, you can trade like Hong Kong market. For those of you who are non-Singaporeans, you can trade Singapore stocks, right? You can trade even in China, right? The China A shares. Some of us will actually have access to it through Interactive Brokers as well. Okay, so it's a very good platform that enables you to have access to many kinds of markets from one platform. So I personally, again, I like to execute in Interactive Brokers. Okay, so TOS charge an inactive fee, okay, but interactive brokers does, okay, TOS does not charge, IB does charge an inactive fee, and that's about $20 a month if you have less than 2K in your account, right? If you don't generate minimum $20 commission as well. Okay, so if you generate minimum $20 and you got $2,000 in your account, uh, generally interactive brokers will not charge this $20. Okay, so these are some of the things that you need to take note. Okay, so generally I personally opened the pro account. Okay, you can see over here what's the difference over here. So I personally opened the pro account. If you don't want the maintenance fees, right, okay, you can open the light account. Okay, so let me just go into my platform and to show you guys over here. So when you log in to over here, right, let's say you go into your portal login. So this is your the view, right, when you log in, when you go to the interactivebrokers.com, right, go under portal login. Okay, under portal login, this will you will go into this portal. This is your individual account portal, like over here this is mine. And okay, so the first thing you need to know is to how do you navigate this. The few things you know. Okay, the first thing I'm going to share with you is the support. Okay, support means that over here, right, if you got any questions relating to your account, because sometimes if you ask me or my coaches, okay, so usually you see this and the one with the F, right? Choose the one without the F. I don't know what's the F for. Okay, I usually choose the one without the F. Okay, and I press continue. So usually, if any questions, right, that we is very account specific. That means it's very specific to your account one. You would have to ask interactive brokers directly because they would be able to see what forms you did not fill in, what kind of access you already have, which we cannot see. Okay, so it's better that there are certain times when my coaches and I we have to let you know to find the IB support. So how do you find them? You will go to the support tab and then you chat with them. That's what I would recommend, right? You would go to this chat room, chat with a live representative, and it's quite user friendly over here, I would say. Okay, they of course chat with them during office hours, Monday to Friday. Okay, Monday to Friday. Okay, it takes a while to load. Then they will give you some categories regarding your request. So you can ask anything, and then uh, let's say I ask about withdrawal. Okay, and then submit this question. So let's say I don't think I get my answer my questions answered. So what I'll do is I'll go and continue to chat, and then I will choose my category again. Let's say it's a withdrawal question, so I will choose maybe funds and banking, and then under cash withdrawal, and then I will go and click proceed, and then they will get a live representative to interact with me. That's when I can immediately ask any account specific questions. Understand? Okay, so it's quite easy to reach out to them. Their support is quite good. I would say, you have to be polite. Okay, I know that some people know when they talk to the support staff, they were not very nice. Okay, so it's a two-way thing lah. Okay, if you a bit not nice, they also not nice, right? Okay. Okay, so this is the live chat. Okay, and then let's say you want to enable your user setting. That means uh okay, let me just go to a user setting over here, right? Let's say you want to have your to know the data that you need to subscribe. Remember what I said earlier on, there are certain data you need to subscribe, like stocks data to get real-time data. If not, your data that you see in your platform is delayed. Okay, so for stocks trading, okay, so over here you can see market data subscription. Click on this spanner, and this is the one you can follow what I have over here, guys. I personally subscribe to the US options add-on bundle. I pay about $4.50 per month. Okay, do not worry about this cost. Take it as a cost of doing business. Okay, and you need to have the live data when you enter the trades. If not, you may not know what is the actual ask or bid or ask prices. Yes, you can reference the Thinkorswim platform, the live prices if you have the live data. But in terms of execution, I find that sometimes, even though you can see the live data in Thinkorswim, it's still better to have that streaming live data in IB when you enter the trades. Okay, so you can you roughly get a feel of whether at the point when you enter will you get filled or not. Okay. Okay, so I also had this US equity stack short and futures value bundle, right? Of course, your commission more than $30 will be waived, because sometimes I do trade a bit of futures, so I enable this $10 per month. So total I pay about $14.50. Okay, but it will be $4.50 if I reach a commission of more than $30 here. Okay, okay, I'll do it add on, guys. If you still feel comfortable just using Thinkorswim live data and you no need the data here, right? You can don't subscribe to this. You understand? So when you enter order, you reference the Thinkorswim live data and you enter the orders. Okay. Okay, that's for those of you who want to really save money lah. Okay, but if not, I think is if you ask me, I would think that it's okay to go for this. Okay, so that you know when you enter that time, know is whether exactly what BNRs you're entering into the platform. Okay. So next thing is to know your access. Okay, so let's go back to the under setting, go to account settings. Access means like what kind of markets you can trade. So generally, I enable all, like leverage forex is for forex trading, futures options, stock options, currency conversion, all this. I have everything here. Okay, I've almost everything. Okay, so there are some I don't really use, but I still open. Okay, they don't check. It's not like you get the permission, you need to pay money. So I just get the permission first law, right? I just enable the permission. If I need it, then I'll just use it. Okay, so that's how you do it. So let's go into the web trader platform. So over here you can see, right, under login, go to web trader. Okay, I don't, like I said, I don't know how to use the workstation. And then the mobile app, I will have a tutorial being attached together with this lesson tutorial to let you guys know how to use the IB app. Okay, if not, we will log into the web trader over here. Okay guys, so over here, right, once you log into your web trader, this is what you're going to see. Okay, so under market view, right, you can add watch list, right? Maybe you can create a watch list, say over here you can add new watch list and maybe you call it PAM. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, and then over here you can add any other stocks that you are watching or any products, like add, you just click on add row here. And let's say you're looking at Boeing stocks, you key in DA and then press enter. So they will let you choose which Boeing stock you're looking at. So you all know that we are looking at the US market, right? So your US market is, we are looking at the New York Stock Exchange, understand? Right, the New York Stock Exchange one. So please select the correct one and then press, and then you will be populated over here, understand? Okay, so you can watch the tutorial over here, right guys? Is I already state the tutorial that I have over here. Okay, I already show you guys how to do it. Okay, you can, even for if you're adding futures products, forex products, is all in the tutorial over here. Okay, so the thing is that over here, like I say, right, I only use the order management tab here. Okay, I only know how to use the web trader platform, and I only need the OCO order. Okay, so under here is where I key in my OCO order. So let's say I'm entering for Boeing stocks. So I enter BA. Again, look for the New York Stock Exchange one. Press it. Okay, and then the key thing to take note is that, okay, you can use the stock or the stock CFD. So let's say under CFD, you also key in BA. You can also trade the stock CFD version here. Understand? So both is the same. Again, the difference is in terms of margin, CFD usually give a much higher margin. Okay, so if you go back to the stock, let's say I go back to maybe LMT now. You can also choose LMT, choose the New York Stock Exchange one. And then let's say you want to buy 100 shares, right? You want to put in the OCO order. What do? You click on attach bracket order. Okay, make sure, since you're buying, let's say you're long, you're doing a long OCO order, so it should be buy, sell, sell. The first row is your entry order. Second row is your target price. Target price must be higher than your entry price. So let's say this is $400. Okay, so now I'm just demoing, guys. You have to look at the charts when you enter the trades, understand? Okay, wait, these are just hypothetical numbers I'm going to fill in. When you trade, you have to put in the correct numbers based on the strategy. Remember, right? Your entry in your sweet spot, stop loss, target, and so on. So stop loss will be a price lower than your entry price. So let's say this is at 380. Okay, for example. So you have a target price higher than entry price, stop loss price lower than entry price. Please make sure all is GTC. Okay, we only know how to use GTC. Okay, guys. Okay, good till cancel. The rest I don't know what's that. What is it? Okay, I only know day and GTC. Day order means it will expire by the end of the day. GTC is forever until you cancel it personally. Understand? GTC means it will be there forever until you cancel it personally. Okay. You also can enter other products like futures, forex. Okay, so I don't touch like fund, bond, warrant, structured commodity spread. All these I don't touch. Okay, if I want to trade, usually I just trade stocks, forex, or futures only. Okay, in over here, and that's it. It's very simple. That's why I say I don't need to use the TradeStation. The OCO order, I can just enter it over here, and it's very straightforward. And once you are done, preview order, check the prices, check the number of shares, check the GTC order, and once you are done, press submit order. Okay, that's it. It's quite and you want to check your orders, right? Okay, let's say I enter this order. Okay, so it's submitting the orders, right? Okay, press OK, press OK. Okay, so you can see over here, right, guys? I bought this order here and I want to close it. Okay, so let's say you under this orders tab, right? This is where you can see your existing orders in the market. So let's say you want to cancel it. What can you do? You can just press cancel and it will be gone. Or you just want to modify. Let's say instead of buying at 388, you want to modify it to buy at 387. So what you're going to do is you can click on this modify button and change this to 387 if you want to buy it at this price, and then press preview order, submit modified order. Okay, so you see now it's changed to 387. Of course, now the market is not open, so it will not get filled, right? So if the market open and trades to this price, you will get filled. You can also change target order or the stop loss order or the target order over here. So if I don't want this order, I will simply just press cancel the entry order, right? I'll just cancel the entry order, and yes, so now the order has already been cancelled and it's gone now. Okay, so that's really how you navigate the web trader over here. It's quite straightforward. Okay, so you can watch this tutorial, right? For those of you who are looking to add forex orders, futures orders here as well, I also put it in, right? For those of you who have the experience trading forex or futures, you can look at this as well. But in terms of the mechanics on how to put in the OCO order is the same. Okay, the mechanics to put in the OCO order is the same. I just want to emphasize that for those of you trading futures, please make sure you check this box, fill outside RTH, real-time orders, because when you're trading futures, you want the order to be filled anytime within the 24-hour session. Okay, so you have to check this. This is only for futures. For stocks, you don't have to check this. Okay, for stocks and futures, stocks and forex, you don't have to check this. This is only for futures. So take a look, watch, read through the tutorial here, right? Okay, and it should be quite straightforward. Okay, I emphasized the main thing already. Okay, so take note, guys. If any questions regarding your account, certain products you cannot trade, or you after you enable the permission you cannot trade, let IB support know first, because they will be able to look at exactly what your account is missing. Maybe you did not select certain things, and maybe your home country cannot have access to, or things like that. Okay, if not, I think this is good to go, right? And right, all the best, guys, right, when you are trading, right? I'll see you guys in the next video.